When you arrive at Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Liberty Flames, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Flames will kick it away to start us off. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Back to pass, it's McNamara. Touchdown, Iowa! And they jump on top. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Gray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking to throw for it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 20. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
This offense has a second down play. Got his man in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's McNamara. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
And when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Coming out with it, it's Gray. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really open runway ahead. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking to move it through the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Looking to pass. It's McNamara. Feeling some heat. Now adjusting. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back. At least they got it, I guess. What a disastrous loss of yardage on that play. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets a block. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Dahmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking to buy time. Just gets rid of it before the heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. These corners backing off a bit. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Line gets set, first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lofts one down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Scanning the field, it's McNamara. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
These guys are bringing serious heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneaking its tracks.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Off the RPO, complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw it. right down the middle. He makes a catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Hawkeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's McNamara. Throws to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Good job on defense getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Austin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possession.
Nothing but green ahead. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
And when you run the toss, you better secure the edge first. You got to get outside. You can't let that defensive end get involved. Nice job. They toss it to the right, get the ball outside, get it to a guy with some speed that can chew up some ground in a heartbeat. Nice job securing the edge.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You don't see that very often. You don't see the big tight ends with the soft mitts and the big, huge hands and the nice, sticky gloves. You don't see them drop many of those balls that hit him right there in the hands. That was a missed opportunity by the tight end right there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Hawkeye! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Dropping back, it's Salter. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And some room to work. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Flames want to pick up the tempo. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate, give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
That's an interesting call doing the play action on 3rd and 1 because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field. You saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants to go deep. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here's the give off the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to throw. It's McNamara. Zips it out to his man. Push down for the tackle.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
29 Philly.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Just a short pass to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. And the ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Flames trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Looking to throw it, Salter. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Liberty.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And as we get later in this game, Jesse, you want to keep moving the ball, being aggressive, but don't turn the thing over.
So how about getting the running game going right here, David, on this drive? Let those big fellas up front get some push, bleed the clock, move the chains.
Yeah, no need to get greedy. I know the passing stats and you want to score, but you're right. The clock right now is your friend with a 2-possession lead.
Well, the offense is sending a very clear message. They didn't hit that play, but they've shown they've got the quarterback with the arm talent, and they've got the wide receivers with the speed. They are going to try and take shots to take the top off this defense. So if you're the secondary on defense, you know right now you're going to be in your back pedal, and you're going to be turning and running a lot throughout the course of this game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it down the right side. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Iowa. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
This time he's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Salter. They're trying to get to it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Breaks the tackle. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the two. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to Johnson. Oh, gives him the tough, stiff arm. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. It's him in stride inside the 10. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Off play action on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.